So a lot of people under the age of 30 seem to be feeling behind in life, and a lot of this is driven by factors such as money and status. Now, nowhere is this more pronounced than my home country of Singapore. For those of you who don't know, males in Singapore basically waste 2 years serving in the military where they're paid a couple of $100s a month, while their female counterparts proceed to uni as normal like kids in any other country. To many, this represents 2 years that they're never going to get back and where they are lower status than their peers, especially if they do not become a commander like a sergeant or an officer. Even worse still, it is a common experience for girls to break up with their national servicemen boyfriends to go for a more established guy. So if you're feeling behind in life in any other country, think of this example. But if you're feeling behind, what if I told you that you can actually use otherwise wasted time to get ahead? What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about what to do if you are feeling behind in life, especially if you're under 30 and if you're in Singapore because of NS. Now, I'm actually pivoting this channel to help more of my Singaporean and Asian young adult audience because that is the group that I feel like I can help the most. So if you don't like the accent, deal with it. Without the way, let's jump right into today's video. The first thing that you're going to want to do if you're feeling behind in life and if you're given a huge surplus of time like you are in national service or military service is to actually spend time to take a step back and plot your course. Specifically, plot the right course to maximize your earning power after graduation, do your own research, or hire a coach. Now, this will make sure that by the time you get to uni, you're crystal clear on what internships to go for, which career track pays well, and not just aping into anything that gives you an offer and locks you into a potentially dead-end job. Now, if you want to understand more about the types of careers in finance, I do offer one-to-ones, which you can consider using the links down below. If you are serious about growing your net worth, then you might want to check out our net worth planner. This template allows you to make several inputs based on various assumptions to model any lifestyle changes or choices that you might have. You'll be able to not only track how much you are likely to make by each given year and age, you'll also be able to check against your actual progress and see whether you are on track. All of this while getting a bit more familiar with how a simple financial model works, something that is really useful if you are looking to get into the world of finance. And now back to the video. Now let's move on to the second point, which is going to be to max out your side hustle. One popular option, especially if you've been through the K-12 school system or the A-level school system, is to teach tuition. Back in my day, there was no such thing as Zoom or even remote tutoring. Those things were not even well received, whereas today they are much more accepted because of whatever that happened during COVID. So this is actually a huge opportunity to jump on. For everyone else, there are a whole bunch of other options that you can do. You can work as a part-time job. I personally did a bunch of copywriting and website building back in the day, back when most people did not know what WordPress and Wix were all about. This was during the e-commerce boom where you had every popular YouTuber trying to shill you dropshipping from China. Now that you have maxed out your side hustle potential and are starting to see some cash roll in through the door, you're going to want to learn investing. If you're feeling behind, especially in your early 20s, you have the highest risk tolerance that you ever will have, especially if you are in national service where you're only earning a couple of $100s a month. Now, trust me, adding up all of these allowances over the 2 years is barely a drop in the bucket when it comes to your total lifetime earning potential. So why not take higher risks and make that amount work harder for you with higher potential upside? This would include learning about and investing in things like crypto or growth stocks if you're scared. I am not suggesting you go all in, but perhaps dollar cost averaging 20 to 30% of your allowance into the markets. Now, this is already 4 to 5 times higher than the suggested net worth allocation to such volatile asset classes. The final point, especially if you are a Singaporean who's feeling behind in life because of things like NS, is to avoid distractions like phone games. You've probably seen ads of games all over the internet, maybe even before you clicked on this video. But while they might seem fun in the moment, at the end of the day, they are just time sinks with no productive value. In the context of Singapore, even a dating app may be more productive since you can get a BTO at the end of it if your attempts are successful. And that is a 6-figure profit almost guaranteed. All in all, I hope you found this video informative and interesting. If you did, do consider leaving a like and subscribing to this channel. And if you haven't checked out our previous video that you might find useful as well, then you're going to want to check out this video here. With all that being said, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.